What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky Transformers review, we're going to look at something really awesome. And if you caught my quick little video the other morning, I picked up this amazing new reissue of G1 Hot Rod from Walmart. And yeah, they basically have just taken what came out back in the 80s and made it brand new. So after years and years of other things we've been dealing with newer Transformers, they just said, screw it, we're going to go ahead and give back the originals. So you do have what is pretty much exactly the same as the original G1 stuff. You've got the G1 Hot Rod, not animation model obviously, but that's the way he looked. You do have the clear plastic window showing Hot Rod in there. You got Transformers Autobot Cavalier Hot Rod. You got a Hasbro logo, ages 8+. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. Converts from race car to robot and back, and then in French. And I'm going to turn this, and then you're going to hear a sound. But you have like the steps of transforming it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, very simple transformer, just like most G1s. On the left side, you got the classic look there, and you got robot and car mode. And you come to the back, and you have this ridiculous scene right here with Metroplex and all the things in a world of constant change, where things are not what they seem. It is the world of the Transformers, world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. I actually had a lunch kit with this entire scene going on it. It's pretty cool. You actually got Hot Rod in two different scenes there. But you do have all the stuff there, nice little read up there, and you have the really hard to read tech specs. I never understood why they did it that way. It's actually very hard to read, but I guess with like a 3D glasses or something like that, it'd be super easy to read because the blue would stand out. I forget why they did it that way, but you could even totally cut this thing out if you want. Oh, there's a scratch there. And you got an authentic Autobot thing there. That's kind of cool. So guys, yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy out here and see how classic he really is. Alright guys, so here we have G1 Hot Rod out here and looking very shiny. So you got the shiny metallic stickers with the flames and the Autobot logo. You've got a nice chrome engine sticking out of the hood. Got the nice chrome pipes coming down the side. And yeah, I mean, I thought about just in between taking the thing out of the box and stuff. I considered something I did not think about yesterday. These new reissues are actually pretty good for people who never want to open their G1s if they've got one still in the box. So this is actually pretty cool. And it does have an Autobot rub sign, but I don't know if it really does work or not. It does seem to just be there. But I don't know. Because if we're going to look at something a little bit later on, someone's not happy with this one leg though. Something, see, it's not all the way up. Weird. Because this side is, this side isn't. Ah, there it goes. It was hung up on something. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt me at all. But you got the translucent window there. You actually it does have an interior. Like it's in there. You can actually see the seats. It actually looks like leather. You can see the dashboard, all the things. That's pretty cool. Now the cockpit doesn't open or anything like that. I assume that this entire piece is all translucent. You got the big yellow wing going on back here. That's pretty cool. I like the actual chrome pipes. That looks pretty good. It does have rubber wheels. And he rolls very well. All of this is so much better than some of the things we've gotten in recent years. And speaking of things we've gotten, look at the most recent version of Hot Rod from an official thing. And of course we have the Rodimus Prime version. And like I said, when I did this review, this is a very close approximation to the original, and it is. It very much is. And of course you can get this thing with some like repro label stickers that would upgrade the look a little bit, give it the more flamey look. He's lacking the engine right here, but with that tab and stuff, I'm sure somebody would have made something for that. Might even be what his, if he had a, like an Action Master or Power Master part. But you can see, other than the pipes down the side, which is really a shame because they could have made this happen. And of course, crappy wheels on this one, cool wheels on this one. Massive size difference, but this is a really good homage to this guy. And then we do have the deluxe version from Titans Return. You know, similar homage. You even get the engine in there, and of course if you have the weapon will plug into the hood. much like the new one does. So you can pick either one of his weapons. I like it, it does move a little bit. Yeah, it's funny. So he does come with 2 different guns, and it does plug into the hood, like so. And if you can plug the other one in, that also works. And as far as I can tell, these don't combine in any way, sadly. I feel like they should, and they don't. But hey, guns. And you do also get the instructions, which are super, super simple. Like, very. And not only is it the instructions to transform, you do get the sticker guide, because it does come with foil stickers. We'll see that. Most of the ones on the outside are already applied, all of these flames and stuff like that. It's all the ones underneath that show when he's in bot mode. So, let's go ahead and transform him real quick, because it's super easy. I'm going to just grab the rear end, slide it back. I think that's the one that, yeah, that was stuck. Slide that, and flip out their little feetsies, like so. Yep, that leg didn't. There we go. Got to pull it up, tabs. Rotate the crotch piece, like so. And pull apart the arms. Go ahead and rotate like so, so the hands are facing forward. And there you go. He's got a head in his belly. Now, actually, you want to go ahead and kind of pop this up. Everybody's sort of on a swing here. There we go. Just sort of kind of get that out, flip it up, and in. Oh, no, the other way. Flip it up and over. Sorry. So you've got a little tab here that will clip right there. And then you got this big tab hanging off the front that will go right there into the crotch, so to speak. And just tab that in. And you come to the back, and you grab the back of the windshield, and make sure the arm's clear. And you just rotate that to vertical. And then you've got G1 Hot Rod in bot mode. And in robot mode, he does look pretty cool. He got the nice painted face, you know, gray face, blue eyes. Definitely a hot rod. Got the chrome. Got the chrome back of his head. All the stickers are here, so you do have to apply this crotch sticker, which, once again, kind of sucks. Actually, all these stickers suck. As you can see here on the knees, those got peeled up the first time I transformed it after putting them on. So you really got to make sure you got them on super flat. You can also tilt the legs down just a little bit, but I think internally it's probably still going to hit. Guys, hold on, I got to point this out because I encountered this the entire time. These instructions are wrong. Either this image is mirrored or this image is mirrored. Now, for the most part, they don't matter. So these are the same, and these, as long as you make it match, is the same. These parts are actually, they're not perfectly symmetrical. As you can see, the one side doesn't have a point on it. That makes a difference. And it comes up a little bit different, or it comes up a lot more apparent on the Devastator, on the Constructicons, and I'll show that off when we get to that review. But for the most part, yeah, you got to be careful. So these legs only go on one way, and it actually tells you backwards on the instructions. So you can see that it has a tilt on one side, so it actually matches the bevel of the legs. And if you don't do that, well, then they're not going to go on properly. And they do stick really well, but it does take some finagling. It's actually a fairly nice molded crotch plate, but heavy cover with the sticker. So you can grab his 2 guns and arm him up. I have a feeling back in the day these were chrome. I could be wrong. They might have been this kind of color plastic, but now they're just kind of crappy plastic. It is what it is. The wheels are hanging off the side of his body. You know, you're not going to get a lot out of it. It is a G1 toy, let's just be honest. So that's pretty much it, what you're going to do with this guy. So we need to go ahead and bring out comparisons. Alright, so first we got the Titans Return version, which is definitely a letdown in comparison. I think this was meant to always be a different person than Hot Rod, and it just became a Hot Rod. Whereas this is definitely a Hot Rod. You've even got the same stickers here, 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 and there. Everything looks the same. Even the crotch mimics the exact shape of that one. Not the design, but the thing. You've got the twin guns that are similar, at least a little bit, but, you know. 30 years, guys, I think. Yeah, 30 years to get this from that. Seriously, Hasbro. What the heck? I'm just going to knock things down. But guys, that's pretty much it for this review. Go ahead and bring in Wally, just in case. Wally! This is Hot Rod. Sort of. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to leave him in car mode, to be totally honest. But I like it. This is my first time I've ever gotten to play with a real G1 Hot Rod. I guess real would be a weird term we're going to run into now. It's not a real G1. It's just a reissue. Whatever. They do have Starscream and the Constructicons out right now. And if you caught my intro video the other day, I did find, of course, the Constructicons, as I've mentioned already in this video, that review will be coming up really soon. If I can get my hands on a Starscream, I absolutely will. Now, as for price, I think this guy was somewhere around $30. Somewhere in that range. I thought it was a little cheaper than that, but hey, it is what it is. Try buying an original one in box now. Go ahead, try. See how much they cost. But I think it's fun. I never got to have a whole lot of G1 Transformers, and if they're really going to start reissuing all of them, I'm okay with this. Because it'd be cool to actually get a real G1 Dinobot set, at least as many as actually existed, because if I remember correctly, Swoop never did exist in G1. It would be cool to even get Optimus Prime. I never had a G1 Optimus Prime, so that would be fun as well. So I hope a lot more of those things come out. If I can get a hold of Starscream, which somebody rang up for $10, and I don't think that's correct, I'm definitely going to do that. I do want a Starscream, and I know a somewhat local Walmart that did have it as of earlier this afternoon, but as soon as somebody posts something, you know it's going to be gone pretty soon. Guys, if you like this video, if you like classic Transformers, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up on this video. And of course, if you want to hit that subscribe-ish button, by all means do. Speaking of subscribe-ish buttons, you can totally get a subscribe-ish button t-shirt along with all the other Shoky shirts that are currently available. Hot Rod would have a Shoky shirt. Yeah, he would. Look at him. He needs a shirt. I really need a small shirt to go on all the things. Maybe I'll look into that. But guys, I will catch you on the next review, and remember, as always, you got the touch. You got the power.